Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Annalisa and today I'm trying out some Impressionism. So for quite a while my style has been mainly realistic or partially realistic, partially stylized, as in it's going for realistic but I settle for somewhat stylized because I'm just not quite good enough at it to make it look real. But I also really admire a lot of Impressionism, and I've been following several YouTube artists who do Impressionism themselves. And so I've been bringing elements of that into some of my various works that are also partially realistic, and I've really been enjoying it. But today is the first day where I've tried to actually do a full piece that was entirely Impressionism. So as you can see, I'm working with a much bigger brush than I usually do. I'm also not working from a sketch. I'm doing all of this splotching onto a page with the sort of strokes that I think will turn out right, and just seeing what happens. I tried to be really loose with those first little smudges in the background of green that you saw. So there were red and blues smudged into the background, and I kind of used those as the basis for where I was going to put the actual shapes of the flowers later on. So that's as much planning ahead as was done. And then I decided for my subject I wanted to have my two favorite flowers, which are some mountain flowers that grow on the local mountain ranges near my home. And so these are magenta paintbrush and blue lupin. I'm particularly fond of the paintbrush and my mom is particularly fond of the lupin. So this is kind of my mom's and my flower. And so I was very vague with the shapes, but I also picked out the main shapes that define each flower, which on the paintbrush is these sort of choppy little pokey sort of petals, and on the lupin is more the sort of rounded swooshing up petals. Oh, and I also based the stems on, I had several references, and so the stems are also based on their equivalent flowers, but very vaguely and very smudgily. I tried as much as possible to let the paint do what it was going to do and be loose with the brush, and I also used some techniques like working wet on wet and what's that called, sprinkling, something like that, to get the colors to spread around the page and just make the background really interesting without doing anything specific. This is how my first fully Impressionist piece turned out. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye!